Hello, good people. Hey, how y'all doing? Happy Wednesday to everybody. Hope everybody's having an amazing day. Child, we don't know if we got cold, sleet, snow, rain, whatever, but it's about going. Hopefully to not return. I don't like the snow. It's always ugly afterwards. It's pretty when it's falling, but afterwards it's ugly and messy. But anywho, anyhow, to my amazing mods, hello and welcome. Thank everybody for popping in on the live to catch the vibe up over here. Greatly appreciate y'all. I said, let me pop in real quick. I have a Christmas dinner I have to get to in just a little. But I said, let me pop on, child. It just seemed like sometimes just not enough time in the day. Working and doing this and doing that. And then it's the holidays and all of the above, child, but God is good anyway. So, hello, everybody, and welcome to my Mars, Miss Maria, Miss Diva, Miss Denise, Miss My Thoughts, and Miss Carla. Hello, beautifuls. Welcome. Miss Maria says, good afternoon, squad. Y'all know what it is. It's a G thing. Join the live. It's a vibe. Get in here. Come on in the room. Close the door. Grab a snack and a seat. Let's chat it up. She says, house rules. No CC's names. Initials only use creative spelling for curse words. Over here, we agree to disagree. Respect for discourse only. All is alleged. Our opinion for entertainment. Enjoy. She says, help us grow, subscribe, support, $sign, G Strickland 8, super chat, super sticker. Share the video, join for $2.99. Tap the screen. If you see the hype button, hit it. Pushes up in the algorithm. Thanks. Hey, Miss Canadian Queen. She says hello and blessings to all. Miss Sonia. Hey, girl. Hey. She says good morning, everyone. Hey, Miss Sexy Diva. Hey, my mod. Miss Maria says good afternoon, squad. Y'all know what it is. Get in here. Close the door. Grab a snack. I just read that. What? Every time I touch this thing, it be so sensitive. It's looking like a repeat of everything she just said. Miss Maria says Canadian Queen. She says, hey, friend. People don't know if they got a cold. They get it if it's they sinus. They don't know what's going on, child. With the sniffles and all of the above, child. It's just something special. That time of the year, people trying to avoid getting sick, and I don't get nobody's flu shots, and all that other kind of stuff, child. I can't do all of that. That makes me feel bad. Hi, Miss Faith. She says, good evening, everyone. Miss Maria says that Sonia, where in the world is Carmen? Where Carmen at today? Um, Miss Sonia. Let me get that off the screen. Lord. Okay. Anyway, let it stay up there. Um, Miss Marissa Sexy Diva, my little sister Ma, what's popping in the desert today, child? I need her weather. I want her weather, child. Miss Sexy Diva, I'm coming down there to stay with you until springtime comes, child, because I don't like being cold. I tell the people all the time, when it's a difference between being cold and being cold. Being cold is you cold, but being cold, when that cold, your bone get cold. Man, ooh, child. I don't be going outside, child. It takes a long time to warm up the bones when the bones gets cold, child. So, Miss Maria says that Faith the Heart is working, our sister in the chat today. Hello, Miss Faith. Mm, 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 mm. They don't want me to be great, but anywho. But yes, y'all. So hello everybody and happy Wednesday to y'all. Happy Wednesday. Let's give a shout out to Sonny and Moses, child. They have had an anniversary, child. The other day they had an anniversary. 2 years, Miss Faces. I am driving. Be safe out there. Hey, my thoughts, my mom. She says, good afternoon, beautiful people. Happy hump day. Happy hump day to you as well. But yes, y'all, Sonny and Moses is celebrating 2 years. Can y'all believe it has been 2 years for them? Shout out to them. Wishing them so much love amongst them. Two young couple, child. They went through a little storm for a minute. But I have to give a shout out to Sonny because I'm really glad that she didn't decide to come out and and disclose, I'll say, all that other mess that, she had said she'd come out later and talk about it, when Moses was on the lockdown and all of that stuff. So I'm so glad she didn't come out with that mess, because you know what, it wasn't even important. D Nasty wasn't important. None of that mess, child. We see how D Nasty is rolling through the them there Huntsville streets, child. If it looks like you got a Petey Weeder Walker, you can get with her. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. So shout out to them. Happy anniversary to Sonny and Moses. Happy anniversary to them. Sending love y'all way. Y'all continue to stay on the low low. I said, I don't know if Mel reached out to Sonny and told her to leave that mess alone. Don't even discuss it. Because sometimes staring in the pot continues to make it go and go and go. And that mess won't even it wasn't even worth it, child. So, I don't know who spoke with her, who got in her head or whatever, but I'm so glad she decided to let it go. My thought says they left the trash and now are building treasure. Yes, that part right there. My thoughts, I can see that too, because Destiny ain't worth it, child. Anything that Sonny would have came out and said, Destiny would have tried to use it as a diagrammatic storyline. Sonny said, you don't use me and you will not be using me no more, honey. Done with your crazy, you know what. Mm-mm. Don't fool with us, honey. Because people like that right there will eventually hang themselves, child. Hang themselves. But while I'm over here on the D Nasty child, I was talking about it Monday, but I had to go. But look, child, whenever that there part show when Martell and Destiny and Fletcher came together, child, Martell, and I went back about several times and listened to it. Martell comes up in there with a blueprint, child. The both of them wants to sell this here house. Child, Martell said, hey, Miss Paula, Martell said it was going to be, I'm going to play it again, but I'm going to say between three and a five. No, I think he said $3.5 million house, y'all. I think that's what he said. $3.5 million house. He said it was going to have 5 bedrooms and 7 bathrooms. That ain't the good part. Martell also said that it was a property that he had 3 years ago when he was married that was filed in y'all know what I'm saying. Um what's that thing Destiny filed? Chapter the chapter, y'all know that chapter stuff. Anyway, he was saying it was filed in the chapter 13 or whatever, and Martell said he gonna get back everything he lost in filing uh uh chapter 13. I said, how do you do that? Uh, but anyway, child, what I discovered in that their little debacle mess they were sitting down there doing, telling a whole bunch of lies. It was nothing but a bunch of lies. They was asking Martell simple questions. He couldn't even answer the questions himself. A question as, how long do you think it's gonna be before you build a house of this sort? Martell said about 8 months. Child. Tisha them is really behind then. If it's gonna take him 8 months to build a 5 bedroom, 7 bed bathroom mansion, he said. I said I cannot. But it was all for nothing but just for a storyline. Martell, stop lying. You know you ain't got no dilemma but building no $3.5 million house. And he said it was gonna be his vacation property, y'all. Chris even asked him about what if you couldn't sell, like the other house you had built, and now Chris had to say Arion. They say her name so boldly. I want to be slapping them sometime. Anyway, he said like the house that Arion is in that you couldn't sell. Martell didn't even have an answer for that either. Uh-uh. I don't know who working with him, but there has to be some crazy people. This $3.5 million house don't exist. He's a liar. Another lie. Miss Sonia says at Maria, I'm home. Was warming up Charlie's dog food. Miss Ebony says, hey ladies, hey Miss Ebony, Miss Sylvia, hey beautiful. My thoughts says D Nasty Face told it all. She can say she not sleeping with those men all she wants to. And is what's the godson name? I can't never remember. He let it be known out there. It is what it is. You get with it. You get with it. You get what you get, and keep on moving. That part right there. Um, my thought says, remember, Will said he knew Sour Slaw too. It would come out that he knows her in another way. Ooh, child. Well, it ain't gonna be coming out on this show, honey. Um, Miss Maria says, did y'all see Destitute is claiming she's in the studio being produced by Q Parker, member of 112, The Lies Child? Yes, I heard that too, Miss Maria. So, I mean, I be trying not to carry these people lies, but I just thought that was very interesting. Martell coming through there. He didn't even really pull out the blueprints. It was just a damn long piece of paper rolled up, and he was pretending. Destiny up there trying to go along with the. That's why come this show ain't no show. Now we can't take it away from them Diagrammatic Fletcher's child. You got to give it to them. They just go raw. They go at it. It is what it is. Take it. That's family, y'all. But you got these people up here, Martell and them that damn gonna Scott's child. They ain't gonna put it out there. But the show and the clips that I saw, was very interesting not to have them Scots of their child. They was in the background. Next on Love and Marriage Huntsville. That's all you heard, child, and that was too much for me. I said, can they delete them already? Miss Ebony said, so whatever you lose in bankruptcy, you get it all back. Apparently, Miss Ebony, that's what he said to Destiny and Chris. I said, well, I ain't never known that to be, honey. Yeah, he said he lost it. He had it when he was married, and he lost it when he filed bankruptcy, and he got it back. And he's building this year $3.5 million house somewhere down there in Huntsville. Miss Faith, if you see that, let me know, and I promise you, I'm gonna get on the highway because I want to see this myself. Mm-hmm. Um, my thoughts says hotel does not have the working capital to build a house of that value. He can never stand on his own, always borrowing and begging. That part. Miss Sexy Diva says, hello, Sonia. Paula says, hey, Maria. Hey. Miss Sexy Diva says, hello, my thoughts, my sister Maud. Miss Paula says, hey, Sonia. Maria says, 3.5 million. What the fuck? Allah don't care who tell it. Who is putting up the money to build the house? Did not get his builder's license renewed? Who gonna pay the crew? Child, he was asking them about the crew. He couldn't even hardly answer that question. Child, y'all have to see that little that little part right there. It's the very first beginning when the show first come on. They started out with them three, and all three of them were lying. And Chris and he was up there talking about, well, the reasons for this meeting is to try to figure out how we're gonna divide, the selling of the property between you two. And Chris said he didn't know Destiny's status or whatever, as far as selling homes and all that kind of stuff. But Chris said 9 times out of 10, he'd be selling the house. I said, well, Chris Fletcher, Mr. Fletcher, how you gonna sell the house? Charlie, well, they just came together to tell some lies, sit there and tell some lies, more or less. And it was very quick. And they got off of that. And then they got to talking about Destiny and Will and all the men. And Martell said it was still about 5 or 6 more to go out there, child. So a bunch of lies for a daggone storyline. Dusty might be telling the truth about him helping her. You see how far Shamil got with someone helping her. Miss Sonya ain't messing with you today. My thoughts is someone else owns that property, in my opinion, child. Miss Maria says at Ebony, no. If you relinquish something in bankruptcy, it's just gone. He lied. Miss Faith says he lied. Miss Ebony says the song. She says, hey, Miss Sexy Diva says funky feet lying through them yellow teeth, sour ass. That part right there. Miss my thought says, Maria, you are correct on that. Sexy Diva says all three of them fraud. Yes, child. I said, what? I know they ain't sitting up here lying in my face like this right here. Child, when I tell y'all, I had to re-look at that several times to make sure I was hearing it right. Oh, that's his vacation. That's gonna be his vacationing property. He wanted Chris Fletcher to know. you know. So see, that was another lie. One minute it was the vacationing, and then the next minute it was them selling the house. So which one is it, dude? You gonna sell the house or you're not gonna sell the house? What are you doing? You're trying to be more than what you is. You're trying to be on the same status as your ex-wife. And ain't gonna be. Ain't gonna be. I said that bald-headed bastard gets on my everlasting nerves, child. He seemed to be kind of nervous though when he was sitting there telling that lie. He knew he was lying. He knew he was lying, sitting up there all nervous and stuff. I said, why he nervous with Destiny and Mr. Flasher? What is really going on? Martell, stop the cap. Miss Maria says chapter 7 is total liquidation. Chapter 11 is a reorganization. Chapter 13, wage earners are repaying creditors over time, over 3 to 5 years. At the rate that him and Destiny going, child, I don't think they paying nobody, honey. Why Destiny out here are telling all these lies? She need to be trying to hook up with some man go help her pay this here $27,000 to LB, allegedly. Hey, Miss Inez Martin, she says, why would you want your vacation house in the same state? I didn't tell the lie, Miss Inez. I did not tell the lie. He told the lie. I'm just trying to bring it to the people to let the people know how crazy he is because he was contradicting himself the whole time. Like I said, y'all, it was a very quick, like shoo. It was like that. The discussion that they was having about this here 3.5 million. Child, when I heard that the first time, I said, wait, what? I said, I know you the line Martell Hope. I said, went back, I rewinded. I said, he did say 3.5. He said 5 bedroom, 7 bathroom house. I said, well, I know that bird down there saying you better do that, Martell. Martell. My man. You gonna build that for us? That's our vacation. Or y'all, who gonna even do the upkeeps for it? Who gonna pay that lot bill? Child, Chris throw shots out there to him, child, when he said about that other house that you couldn't say. Chris was talking about the garage, child. I said, shots fired. My thought says, the only truth that came out of the conversation is that Sourslaw speared like an eagle on the first night. Oop. He said women should give it up on the first night. That what he said? That is what he said. But then he also cowered down when he got over there in front of Will's face, Will and Ken's face. Cause Will told him, you told Destiny what I said. Martell get a stuttering. Another lie. He known her from high school. All that bull, man. Lord, if you and Destiny don't go somewhere and sit down and take several seats, with y'all lying, cheating ass, they Destiny is the number one, y'all. Destiny is Martell's number one girl, child. Been there for the longest time, child. Knocking the boots knocking, and everything else, allegedly. I'd be so glad when that pop out. I'ma guess Mel's penthouse in ATL is worth 3 million, so he trying to outdo her. Miss Inez says Wanda. Probably so. Probably so, Miss Maria. Ain't no telling. Uh he's in competition with himself again. Bless his heart, child. I said, now how's you gonna be pulling all this off and the show is over? Where the ratings at? Y'all lying about the Pew ratings on that darn show. Another lie. I cannot with them. What thought his hotel not gonna run up on Will? That man was crushing my boy with one hand. He looked like he was terrified when Will was checking him. Oh, you went back and told her that? Will said, I gotta watch what I say around you, my boy. Ooh. Mm. Oh yeah, that Destiny, that's my girl. That's my girl. He said, yeah, we go way back. High school, always with that same lie. My mom dated her dad and blah blah, blah blah, blah blah blah. I was like, oh my goodness, child, I cannot with them. But that little scene right there, it was so easy to let the people know that we just trying to create a storyline, child. Ain't nothing coming behind this. This just a piece of paper that Martell went over yonder and rolled up and brought it to the table, child, trying to fake the funk. Is the people say. Y'all know what the people say. I said, mm, mm, mm. Um, my thoughts is my boy was shaking in his loafers that he spent the penny out of. Child, he looked like he was something. He got right nervous looking, child. He did. He really did look like he was nervous, though. In real time. Miss Maria says, but why would not even claim that bullshiggity? He got to know nobody believes his lying ass child. Destiny and Fletcher didn't even believe it, child. They might have been sitting there looking like I wish this was the case, but it's just the storyline, child. Ain't nothing gonna come about this here. And the show about over. We ain't getting no ratings, ain't got no ratings trying to fool the people out here that they done got 78,000 more viewers and all that there. When, where, and how? That didn't happen. Another lie. Child. I'm just at the point saying, can they just go ahead and end this? Just end it, end it right now. They need to end it before Saturday night come. For real, y'all. Got Destiny and Martell, Carlos slowly bringing them out. Sitting up there, they supposed to be a couple too. Girl, ain't nobody studying that bull crap. Mm-mm. All that, all them sitting at that table come this Saturday night, if it's the Lord's will. All that's gonna be nothing but a bunch of lies. Some more lies they done created, y'all. That's all it's gonna be. Um, they probably get 2,000 viewers Saturday night, maybe, perhaps. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Sick of him and his lies, child. Destiny, I mean the bird. That's how come you can't get on that show. It was never Mel blocking you, baby. Let's be clear about that. It was D Nasty, the number one stunner. She the one been blocking your, you know what? Why you think she crying when he went to the psych house? Allegedly didn't happen. Miss Maria says, in my opinion, the ratings were too low to even chart. That's why them ratings been missing in action. Child, I wouldn't want nobody to affiliate me with that bullshit either. Mm-mm. Miss Ebony says, if another man got Martell shaking, I want to see it because I can't take that man at all. Girl, you better go on over there and watch that little clip where him and Ken and Will was standing out there. And Will said, I'm glad you mentioned that. You went back and told her one night stand, or however we'll put it. Anyway, he just wanted to hit it to see what was gonna happen. See what she any good. Probably ain't no good. All them that dudes been putting miles on that for JJ. Mm, I cannot. My thought says Dusty Tail says she remembered those house plans from before. He has no new plans. He acting like he put something together. They are leftovers from when he was with Mel, still leaning on Mel's brain. Yep, that's exactly what she said. He said, you remember them. Yeah, I still have them in the email. That's what she said. That's what she said. Now, my thoughts, she said that. Um, Miss Ayn says they added the last two episodes together. That's why it said 270. Miss Sonya, did you really have to put the people business out there like that? Lord have mercy, Miss Sonya. Oh my God. That's even worse. Oh my goodness, child. I cannot with you today, Miss Sonya. She said they done calculated them together, honey. And Miss Sonya, can we just say that they added all the ones that they since they came back? What was it, the 15th or something? And they just put them all together and came up with that number right there. Then, since you're trying to put it out there like that, I mean that's what I figured. That's what it looked like to me, child. 278. Y'all don't go somewhere and sit down with that bullshit. Man, I cannot. Do y'all ever understand why Carlos don't be talking about this stupid show? I'm just trying to tell the people the best part was the Fletchers. Let that be their spin-off, child. Spin them on off that show. Ooh, y'all gonna need to go check on Tuna Cat then when they have. Y'all gonna need to go on over there and check on. I don't know why that girl was thinking she could have a spin-off or be the queen of that show. What made her think that, y'all? Who told her she had that power? I don't know. Hey, Miss Charlene. Hey, beautiful. My thought says one of the flop souls was about 60K. Just take that shit off the TV. Oh, shiggity. You gave him too much, Miss my thoughts. I just want you to know that. Maria says, Sonya, I agree with Millie C. They done finagle them numbers because even they don't believe they gained 7-8K with the bullshit they aired. A hot mess. A hot mess. Did Fishbox come on Tuesday? My thoughts, why you down there in that chat playing? Now you know good well she ain't been synced since they found out and discovered that her man was on his hands and his knees. Would you come out on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Miss Maria says it, Charlene. She said, hey girl, hey. My thoughts. She still trying to figure out why he was down on his hands and knees. And you talking about this. She come out on Tuesday. Girl, please. Not happening. Well, Miss Maria says, and Secret Squirrel gas tuna head up. What? Well, baby, they gonna need to go and let that gas out. Miss Saint says, hi, Charlene. They need to let that gas out, child. Oh, you can do this, Tisha. You can do it, girl. You got it. You got it. Go back and study some of them there clips that the queen of reality was on. And do what she did. You can do this. You can pull this off for us. Child, I cannot. I cannot. Miss Martha says he was waxing on and waxing on, waxing on and waxing on. Oop. Child, now that I said that, that didn't sound too good, my thoughts. I cannot. Mm-mm. I ain't like the way that came out, honey. Mm-mm. Nope. Show didn't. Show did not. I did not. But yeah, shout out to Martell Hope for telling another lie, child. And shout out to them two clowns for sitting there going along to get along, child. That's all it was about, child. Going along to get along. Cause they know good dang lemon well. They ain't got no nothing to build no $3.5 million house. He went all the way there. I would have said maybe 900, a million. He skipped all of that. Chris was sitting there looking buck-eyed and crazy. Chris was like, I know good damn well you just didn't say no $3.5 million house before. Mm. I guess they said, well, let's just let him have it, people. Let's just let him have it. Where's my thought? Sweet. Marlon Wayans is coming out here, child. What do Marlon Wayans know, my sweet? Where is you at? Cause I needs the answers here. My sweet always got the answers, y'all, when it's pertaining to the Diddy. I don't know what I'm talking about. But Marlon Wayans is saying that 50 cents is trying to drag another black man down. Well, Marlon Wayans, it looks like to me that black man drug his own self down. First of all, how you gonna be having somebody following you around, recording your every moves and all that bullshiggity? You ain't even got enough sense to pay the man. Now he done sold it over there to 50 cents, and 50 cents done tore your wig off. Or did he? You just snatched your whole wig off. All the great wigs. Jay might well go on over there and get Mama Cone blonde wig and throw it on your head. See what you can do with that, because 50 Cent done snatched you ball for real. Miss Martha says he could not even cover up the label when she put her label on someone else's bottle. Special ed was passed down from the wildebeest. Mm. Not the special ed, baby. My thought says Aunt Maria that told her the lie that was heard around the YouTube streets. Y'all, I didn't know that it was a hot case that Carlos Clean. Ah, dang it. Mm. Boy, these people calls me at the baddest times. I didn't know it was hotcakes that Carlos King called himself calling out that day. I told y'all I be on the move, child. I be on the move. Ew, ew. Y'all hold on to y'all draws. Y'all drawstrings. Mm-hmm. Lord. Mm, I'm a nose itcher. Thank you, Miss Maria. Where were I? Where were I? Where were I? She gonna okay, read that one. Miss Maria says, you know, they convinced Tuna that Mel was stealing her shine, and if Mel was they out of the way, then Tuna would be not the head bitch in charge. What? What? Miss Maria, you know better than that. Miss Maria thought Sister Maria, that told her the lie that was heard around the YouTube street. Okay, my thought. Child, y'all better stop playing with that girl. That's what wrong with her. Hotcakes did not tell the scenes when they went to the food truck. He said they came up in a sprinter. Well, honey, that's what the good people was telling me that Carlos called himself calling out hotcakes, child. I said, well, is they mad at each other? What is really going on? What is going on, child? I don't know. But I need to find out, honey. But anyway, child, I cannot. Mm-mm. Um, but yeah, they said it was hotcakes that he called himself calling out that time or whatever. So I was like, whatever. What you saying? What you speaking on it now for? There's so many times you should have been speaking on. Carlos just pissed off because he ain't nobody manager. He ain't the real person manager that he wanted to manage. Mad in his feelings. Feelings. All of that, Carlos. Anyway, nobody cares. How about that? Miss My Thoughts says it's the local talent that he cast that kept giving up the scenes and location. That's what they get. Miss Maria says, I declare December to be Mad Day month. Not to declare it to be Mad Day month, child. I cannot. Child, it's a mess. Them people got a mess going on. Self-sabotage as always. Carlos self-sabotage his number one star, the show, all of that. He really played the major part in all of that. So shout out. Where my sound effects at? I ain't hit it in a long time. Where they at, child? Cause I got to give him a clap. Shout out to Carlos King for being such an amazing self-sabotager. How about that? Self-sabotager. Yes, that part right there. Miss Ebony says, I remember Thick Tongue on the internet getting the makeup done trying to copy Mill, but it didn't last. It never does. It never will. I remember Tuna Cat being on the live trying to do a lot of things like Mel. How far did that get him? I know Martho. Martho. I know Martho is laughing in her face every day, calling her out of her name and everything. Child, that girl might be in a little taste of depression, child. She might be laying down, man down. She might be down, y'all, and can't get up. Nell done stole the spot. That's why come she boldly sat up there and said in Destiny face the other night. Is she gonna tell her this side? I don't like her. I don't like her. Girl, I wish Nell would have been walking up and you said, well, I don't like her. And Nell would have said, bitch, who you don't like? Here I am. You looking for me? Here I am. You looking for me? What you got to say? You don't like me? And I don't like you either. How about that? We even. Mm-hmm. Miss Martha says, CK has cried and sang She's Gone every day since the Queen left. Child, he looked worried in the face. I wonder could that have anything to do with them the lawsuits that he got approaching. Miss Ebony says, White hips know that he does not have the clothes to dress in like he's the head man. See, them that witches, take that W off, y'all. But them no witches ain't liked it Mel ever since. Y'all remember that scene where Mel was sitting down there and she was talking and she was telling that the good people from the other side of the tracks, she was speaking about something and it went a little something like this. You remember how I lived when you met me? I could take vacations, I could do this. In other words, it wasn't nothing extravagant and all of that. She was used to all of that stuff. And Tuna Cat sat there and looked at her like, you bitch, I can't stand your ass. I can't stand your yellow ass. You works my, ooh, I don't like you. Ooh, y'all better go back and look at that one too. Look at Tuna Cat face when Mel was saying that. You see how I was moving? You see how I was living? You see how I could take vacations, go wherever I wanted to go? Ah! I said, man, you better start that girl. They're going to have to call 911. They're going to be asking, what's the number to 911? Tuna Cow was mad, y'all. I said, Lord, look at her, child. I love that part right there, too. Y'all know Mel had that old subtle shade. She clapped back just when she needed to clap back. Cause child, I ain't heard one no better than it, hot cakes, not yet, child. Girl, when she get a mad, child, the words just be falling off her tongue. Hot cakes, child, that's good for me. I'm stuck on that. Miss Martha says if she can get some meds from a sour slow. They are in the same headspace. Oh, child. Mm. Miss Maria says that Ebony, yep, she done tried to copy everything Mel has done and failed miserably. In my opinion, Tuna doesn't put in the effort and gives up if she doesn't get immediate success. Well, sounds like to me she can be down for the count, baby. Miss Marissa says, I thought Slop be taking Skittles. Ooh, if that's what you want to call them. If that's what you want to call them, child, that girl, she might be in an institution, child. I ain't no telling. Miss Ebony says, I'll wait until the show is truly canceled, and then I'm gonna start all over and watch the show. Oh, I might have to join you with that one, Miss Ebony. You know, we talked about a lot we missed in the first one. When it first came on, we just saw little frail Mel. But yes, that's always good to do because you be missed so much. We miss so much, y'all. Right there in our face, like boom, here I am, boom, and we didn't even see it. Miss Martha says to Maria, she gives up or call her mother to do battle for her. Child, she can't battle. She better get her to battle with Kimmy. Kimmy says she acting like a true blogger because she called that bullshiggity out. She didn't want to talk about it. And Kimmy, why is it that the good people ain't heard you say that Martell Holt is such a good man? We heard that in a minute, y'all. Wait, I'm gonna wait. Why Kimmy ain't say that, y'all? But he's such a good man. That's Kimmy's favorite word. Y'all heard her say that? Y'all better tell me if y'all heard Kimmy say that lately. Taste the rainbow, Miss Mato says. Miss Maria says that Ebony, the things we saw initially will look totally different knowing what we know now. Absolutely. Miss Ebony says that way they don't get no ratings, and we can talk about it right on over here at the G Squad. You better come on through here, Miss Ebony. Child, I love looking at some good old stuff, child. I tell y'all, Iana had that there that girl from Basketball Wives, Evelyn Lozada up there, child, just as crazy as she can be. I was looking at that and I've seen it already, but you know, it'd be good sometime when you go back and look at those or read to the runs. My thought says that Miss Ebony, that is such a great idea. I'm telling you, it really is. Child, we're gonna be like, we're gonna put the past with the present together, and we're gonna crack that mofo open. Child, ain't no telling what we may come up with, child. We're gonna be over here just, child. We're gonna have to do a lot of repenting. I'm going ahead and tell y'all, we're gonna lose our religion. Did y'all see that? Oh, child, we're gonna be just, ooh, going in, child, going in, going in. I'm trying to tell you, that's what's gonna happen. Mm, But child, also y'all, it's being said that shout out to Wendy Williams, shout out to Wendy, child. It looks like Wendy should be coming out from up under this here old guardianship. That daggone crazy lady. So prayers up and shout out to Wendy. They said around what is the first of the year, child? So shout out to Wendy, yay! Wendy, we the people so happy for you, and we praying for you, and hopefully you get out from under this crazy bullshiggity mess, and you sue the pants. You sue them the pants, you sue everything off them two Bammers prejudiced because they look like they're prejudiced too. Miss My Thought says that one from Basketball Wives is a broken down 304 for show. She busted open on the show. Child, yes. Miss Maria says free Wendy. Yes, free Wendy. It's been a long time. I think it's been what, 2, 3 years maybe. She been up under that man, so you know, I really think they was trying to make Wendy lose her mind, child, because giving people all this high power medication and stuff makes these people like zombies, mess with their mind and all kinds of stuff. So I really think that was they planned for Wendy, and then whatever was left, they were gonna take the rest of her quarters, child. But God said no. Mm-mm. Miss Maria says that my thoughts Hosada needs inpatient treatment. I don't know why she pretend to be so angry. She's angry at the wrong people. Child, I don't even think Evan gonna bust a grape, child. Miss My Thought says I agree 100%. Evelyn Lazada, whole Lazada ain't about to bust a grape, child. She be trying to run up on somebody that she think she making bully or whatever, child. Evelyn, go sit down somewhere. It was 3 years in May for Wendy. Yes, thank you, Miss Maria. So it's been a long road ahead. You know, thank God that, you know, Wendy didn't lose her mind because it could have been the other way, y'all. It really could have been, you know. So, yeah, so shout out and prayers up to Wendy and this amazing lawyer she has working with her right now. And hopefully Calvin, whatever your name is, Kel, however they pronounce. Don't even be trying to go over there. She ain't got no money for your bald headed ass. Sharina down yonder in the Carolinas, child. You're broke, busted, and disgusted. She ain't thinking about you until you get some more money. And don't look like that's gonna be happening no time soon. My thought says that thing knew who to dump across the, I guess to jump across the table at. A real one would have met her on the top of the table and tore that wig clean off her diagram head every time. Every time. Yes. Throwing drinks in somebody's face. Child, you throw something in my face, I'm about to jump across the table. My hip could be hurt. My everything could be hurt. But you gonna throw something in my face? Oh, okay. See, I will react real fast. I don't have time to think and step aside and know that God has got about this. You do that drink in my face. Okay, okay. It ain't even gonna be none of that. Straight jump across that table on your head. Now with your crazy tail self. God, the people ain't got no sense. Jump nothing, flip the table to step over it. Miss my thoughts, I would transform to my whip your ass mode, not the whip your ass, honey. Tear that head all to pieces. And she did that crazy mess for people that allegedly she thought wasn't gonna just fight back, child. I don't know. I don't get that part, but yeah. Um, even after she was up there with Iyanla, I don't think she really changed a lot. Ain't really do much to her. To that man head bucked her. It ain't funny, y'all. I don't condone violence. I don't condone it. But he did. He had bucked her. Shut up. Don't trying to tell me what to go out and slay my Peter Weeder Whacker. It's mine. I do what I want to do with it. Didn't you know who you are marrying, girl? Miss Evans says Erica didn't want none of that dark sister that played football, and she didn't want another Tammy Roman neither. Ooh, ooh, none of that, none of that. So now I just think she jump up in people's face that she thought she could maybe perhaps bully. Not even so much as being bullied, probably being put off the show because y'all know the relationship with her and the girl name was on the tip of my tongue. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Shawnee O'Neal. Shawnee Henderson now. Pastor Henderson wife. That's what I'm gonna call her. Pastor Henderson wife, child. Ooh, he's a pastor too, child. I can know him. I don't know. So it be standing you right there in your face and you still put the blinders on because you don't want to see it. I can't understand that. You get what you get then. She Miss Maria says in my thoughts, Transformers more than meets the eyes. My thought says that Ebony, I remember that. Mm. Miss Maria says that Ebony, Tammy, a real one. And she said, I look like to me, I'm about to up around to find out. I better go somewhere and sit down. Boy, and then Shawnee ain't gonna be here to help me. Shawnee! That's the first lady now, y'all. Y'all didn't know that, did you? She first lady. Shawnee O'Neal. Everybody can change though. Got to let go of when Shawnee was on the basketball wire because she first lady, not y'all. She Pastor Henderson. Didn't Pastor Henderson cheat on his wife, his first wife? That's what they said, allegedly. I don't really know, but I think so. Miss Saint says, I was watching Tammy last night on the family business. Yes. Child, what y'all think about this here prenup? Child, they said the prenup ain't no prenup. Todd said another scheme. You know, these BAN ninjas gonna say all kinds of stuff to get what they want. Why don't he just ask her for however much money he want and go see this bald-headed ass down? Todd, I don't like you no more. Now, Miss Ebony says, if you guys haven't watched Tammy Roman, a new show called In the Act, you need to. It's real good. What is it on, Miss Ebony? Miss Martha says, have a great rest of y'all off to get my men from school. Thanks, Martha. Love you. Be safe out there. Um, yeah. What is it on, Miss Ebony? Cause I'm about sick of them talking about Diddy and this here Netflix documentary, child. I don't even think I'm gonna get it because I don't want to see that dark mess. Enough is enough, child. I don't. I've seen it. It's better than Cheaters. Whoa, what is it on, Miss Maria? Ebony, somebody tell the good peoples. MTV is supposed to end. Miss Saint says I heard MTV is supposed to end. Miss Maria says, my thoughts, be careful. Yes, absolutely. Child, I tell y'all, so much is just not, no. Look at the TV shows, the music industry, and all of this stuff. Child, how's the people gonna make their money and survive and all of this stuff, child. It's just so much going on in the world. You be like, what is it? It comes on MTV Tuesday night and it's good. I had to add that T. Miss Ebony, it's good. Child, I cannot. Oh, Miss Sonya says it's on MTV too. Child, well, if it's on MTV and MTV go in, then what that mean? What that mean? Child, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, shout out to Wendy, child. It's just been a long, long road ahead of her. They was trying to get Wendy for real. I think Wendy was them the folks at the Wells Fargo and all them there people gathered together and they targeted her to get her money, huh? Miss Maria says that song MTV ending. Miss Rosalind says it's on MTV. Hey, Miss Rosalind. Wow. I don't see how MTV is ending when RuPaul new season starts January 2nd. A couple of shows. Wow. New season just started, Miss Rosalind said. I'm gonna have to see what I can see then. MTV is going off the air. Miss Maria says that Sonya, MTV is going off the air. That what she said? Child, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Mm-mm. Wow, that is crazy. Miss Maria says that Rosalind, she says, hey, friend. But yeah, Miss Ebony, that's a good idea for us to just let this bullshiggity get on off the TV. No ratings, no ratings. And we can get back up here and continue to discuss and drag them their fools. Maybe we could do like 2 episodes on a Saturday and discuss it, you know, and you know, two at a time, maybe. Miss Sonia says that's what Millie Chun said yesterday. She was wondering how she was going to watch her shows. Wow. Mm. Mm. I don't know. I look like we're gonna have to wait that one out and see what the end gonna be with that one for real, for real. Child, I don't know. Yeah, we gotta wait that one out and see what happens. There was something else I had. I wanted to talk about. Um, mm-mm. But yeah, and that girl, she ain't want none of her. She ain't want none of her. Um, Miss Rosalind says, "Hey, hi, Miss Maria." But yeah, Tuna Cat ain't been out, child, since that show been back on. She been quiet on the set. She ain't gonna come back out. All of them people have finally realized that they didn't tore their whole britches. A lot of them ain't got no job. Ain't trying to get no job. They think they are above it and all of that kind of stuff, child. Oh, it's just, oh. But nobody feels sad because they had plenty of time to gather themselves. But all they wanted to think about is being evil and doing something evil, and they get what they get. Um, Miss Rosalind says maybe the cable company is getting rid of it. Miss Ebony says no disrespect to Oprah, but I'd rather them take home, I guess, off the air than MTV just because how they do black women. Y- uh, Hey, Miss Lawson, she says, hi everyone. Oh, sometimes I be side eyeing Oprah, child. I be side eyeing Oprah sometimes lately, child. I don't know what Oprah got going on some of these days, child. I don't get it sometimes. Maybe it's not for us to get and it is what it is. But y'all please make sure y'all hit that good like, share, and subscribe button for you, girl. Hit that like button, y'all. Share the video, share, hit, child. Because it's rough out here on these YouTube streets, for real. Miss Maria says, per Google, MTV isn't ending. It is shutting down 5 global music channels. 12/31/25. MTV US Canada, focusing on reality TV, will continue. Thank you so much for that. PSA, Miss Maria. Thank you for coming through for the good people. Per Google, y'all, it is not going away. Mm-mm. Gonna stay around for a little while, child. It's gonna stick around for a little taste longer, child. So, we're gonna have to see. Y'all been out there in the streets Christmas shopping, child? We about what? Got 2 more weeks and it's going to be Christmas. Miss Lorsha says, press the like button, everybody. Please hit the like button for your girl. Miss Sonia says, thanks, Aunt Maria. Yes, thank you, Miss Maria, for that, child. We greatly appreciate that. But yes, y'all, we are quickly approaching Christmas. Like I said, we done had our little snow flurries the other day. I hope we don't get no more. Just let it, it's gonna be cold. Let it be cold and whatever. But all that snow and ice and stuff, child, I don't like all that kind of mess. It's just messy, too messy for me. But Sharon, I've gotta go. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much. If y'all missed the live, please hit that replay button for your girl. Tomorrow's gonna be a good day, as today is a good day too. But Miss Sain says, I'm finished shopping now. I need someone to wrap my gifts. Girl, ain't that something? Be hating the wrapping. You know what I like to do, Miss Sonya? Girl, I like to get them Christmas bags and put my stuff down there in that on that white paper and put that child. Let me put my stuff in the bag. I ain't got time for all that tearing and cutting and all of that stuff, child. Miss Maria says Oprah has nothing to do with OWN. She sold 95% to Discovery, Warner Brothers in 2020. At Shed Ted, hey everyone at work right now. I'm getting better each day. Thank y'all for y'all prayers and encouragement. I'm definitely receiving them. I love each and every one of you. Hello, beautiful. Thank you. We appreciate that, and we do be praying. Um, and Miss Dorothy, prayers up for Miss Dorothy and her family, child. Anybody celebrating birthdays, happy birthday to y'all. But yes, prayers up for Miss Dorothy and her family. She pops in whenever she can, but life be life and for all of us, child. So we just gonna keep on praying up over here on this side of the town. Miss Ebony says, hot cake, she stand in his truth. I guess hot cake should stand in his truth and audition for RuPaul Drag Race. I'm just saying. You know what? I'm gonna stay off of Instagram because I could have grabbed a picture the other day. The other day, I know what I'm saying. I could have grabbed this picture the other day, but I didn't want you women in here to lose y'all mind. Because I know how y'all be getting when y'all see such amazing pictures that I sometimes pop up on the screen. I'm still on the fence on it. But if it pop up one more time, I'm gonna say, okay, that's clarification for the girls. And I'm gonna have to pop it out for y'all. Don't y'all be surprised and don't say you didn't get warned up over here, because I'm just telling y'all. Ooh, y'all, mm. Lord have mercy. But anyway, shout out to all the good people that joined the live. I greatly appreciate y'all so much. Miss Maria says that Shed, hello, my friend. Glad to hear all is well with you. Yes, absolutely. We're gonna keep on praying and keep on praying, child. That's all we can do. But Miss Maria says, thanks for dropping in on the live. Hope you enjoyed it. Until the next time, wishing y'all love, peace, and hair grease. Enjoy your day. Miss Maria says that, gee, we ain't wanting to see that bullshiggity. You done figured it out. You must have synced it too. Miss Maria, you synced it before I get up over here. Child, I believe Miss Maria done synced what I ran across. Child, y'all been like, Lord, what the hello, what the hello. I said, why would you expose yourself on the Insta like that? Child, that told that people over there on the Instagram nerd, probably all the piece. I was like, I cannot with this. I cannot. Too much. But anyway, happy Wednesday, everybody. I love y'all so much. Y'all know it's the holiday time. Christmas is quickly approaching and Christmas parties and all of that. For y'all going out there for all of that. Y'all be safe out there too. Until the next time, I love y'all. See y'all later. Please make sure y'all hit that good like, share, and subscribe button for your girl. Bye.